Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be my part 2 for my Silent Hill story playthrough VODs that I've been doing over on my live streams. Link to that will be in the description below. But yep, this is part 2. Again, there's a lot to get through, so I'm going to stop the yapping here and go straight into it. But I really hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, I'm intrigued to see how the remake is going to do these monsters, because in the PS1 style graphics for some of these monsters, it's honestly sometimes hard to tell what you're even fighting or looking at. One particular enemy that we'll be seeing later today is one I'm thinking of I'm intrigued about on how they're going to remake. Wait a minute. Okay, K golden key, perfect. The frog dogs, I remember these. The frog dog, no, Pepita, you're thinking of something else. That's the thing I'm talking about that I'm intrigued on how they're going to remake. That's something else. That's something else. We'll get to that later. They're not dogs, by the way. But I know why you call them frogs, though. But they're not frogs either. I honestly don't know what they are. There's something. They jump like frogs. Yeah. Also, I am playing on normal. We are in normal mode. Right. This is where we had to connect to go through to the school. So let's go back now. Again, the fog is everywhere. Which I explained yesterday. The only reason there's fog, well, not the only reason, but the reason fog is used is to actually help with rendering distances. To make it look more clearer. Well, not clearer, sorry, but more like clean. The way the town gets rendered to you as you progress through it and explore. If there was no fog, you would see like the literal like what do you call it? Like the layout glitching through as you progress further and further. But the fog hides that and like makes it seem more realistic as you go through, which is very cool. Very cool. Very cool development, like, strategy that they used, that Team Silent used, which, out of nowhere, who would have known, would become the staple of Silent Hill, with the idea of fog in these games. I mentioned this yesterday. If you see fog, people are going to say, oh my god, it's Silent Hill. You know. The silly little joke like that. Also, we are by the church now. This is the Balkan Church. Before we do that, there's a little cool Easter egg here. Again, as I mentioned yesterday, there are a lot of things in Silent Hill in this series which take influence from like real life stuff. Who is here? Oh, dog. Oh, he tried. There are a lot of things that Team Silent took inspiration from when they made this game, and for the other series games going forward. Oh, wait a minute. This is different. Okay, there's supposed to be a thing that on this wall, there's supposed to be a wall that says shell. You know, like the real life shell where you get fuel from. But they cover out the S to make it say hell. Well, it actually does say hell there, but Wait, why is that changed here? That's weird. There's some changes to this. But there is that. That's the thing. That is a thing. You can casually go into a garage. In most situations in the town, you don't usually go into buildings that much. Only the most important ones, or to progress. You don't have the freedom to go to certain stores. I like in Silent Hill 2 Remake, though, where they actually do allow you to go to certain stores in the town, which adds to that, like, exploring. Like, explorability. Is that a word? Explorability? But whatever. You get to explore more. But in the other Silent Hill games, you still have a lot of that, but you, like, it's mostly outside. You can't go inside, like, some of the buildings. So I'm interested to see in the remake for Silent Hill 1 if there are more places we can go into to explore. Some extra stuff, maybe. Anyway, we're at the church now. That is where the bell chiming was happening. Harry wants to investigate it. So let's go. Also, hope the volume's okay. That woman was in the trailer too, so this is a new character we're seeing.
Were you ringing that bell?
I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd come. You want the girl, right?
The girl? You're talking about Cheryl.
I see everything.
You know something. Tell me.
Stay back. Nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random. You must follow the path. The path of the hermit concealed by Flauros.
What? What are you talking about?
Here, the Flauros, a cage of peace. It can break through the walls of darkness and counteract the wrath of the underworld. These will help you. Make haste to the hospital before it's too late.
Chat, she has no shoes.
Wait, don't go yet.
She's exposing her feet. Disgusting. And has a tie over her. Okay, so... Oh, no, take it. There we go. So, we see a new character in this now. So we've already met Sybil at the start. We saw the mysterious girl as well. Obviously there's Cheryl we need to find. And then there's this lady. She doesn't tell her name now, but it's not like anything consequential to the story if I say it now. So I'm going to say it. Her name is Dahlia Gillespie. Dahlia Gillespie. She is someone who, as you may have seen there, was maybe sounding a little bit weird. It was foretold by gyromancy. But she says she knows where Cheryl is, and she knows something about where Cheryl is. Again, remember, we're trying to find Cheryl, our lost daughter in Silent Hill. Dahlia knows something about it. And so she tells us we need to go to the hospital. So now Harry, in a way, Harry is just so desperate to find his daughter that any clues that he may have, he just has to take it on a whim. Just to accept that maybe, you know, he could get some ideas of what's going on and where she is. So Dahlia tells us we need to go to the hospital, which is across the bridge from here. Why did my controller disconnect? This is why I hate connecting my controller. It just breaks like this. You should be charged. Why are you like this? My goodness. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, we have to go to the hospital. And also, she tells us some weird stuff like we have to take this object called Flauros, which is like this Triforce 3D pyramid looking thing. A cage of peace, as she calls it. And then the drawbridge key. So the hospital isn't here, where we are right now in Old Silent Hill. We need to go across. And to do that, we need to go across the bridge. And there's a drawbridge for it, so we need to activate that. But yeah. Yeah. So, let's go to the hospital. No surprise we're going to a hospital, because, you know, every horror game has to have a hospital. And in Silent Hill, I feel like that has a big relevance. Actually, maybe Silent Hill may have started that trend. Who knows? There's a newspaper, nothing special. Remember, this game came out in 1999, chat. This is a long game. A game from a very long time ago, which is going to get remade very soon. My guess, chat, is next year. This is going to get remade and made available. So I'm eagerly waiting for trailers for the remake for this game. And I hope nobody shits on it like they did when Silent Hill 2 remake trailer was released for the first time. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, let's go to the hospital. Yeah. Yeah. Again, you know, you have that sense of being abandoned. No one's here. Although, this is a normal, okay, quote-unquote normal, resort vacation town. Tourists come here to enjoy Lakeside Amusement Park and Toluca Lake, which we don't get to in this game, but Toluca Lake, that is. We're on the outskirts of it, but we don't, like, see it on the map properly. And now we've gone through a world, when we were in the Otherworld school yesterday, where we were in someone's nightmare. We were in a nightmare world. You know, rust, blood, you know, metal grates, industrialism, even from the audio and the soundtrack in the area. So this is the drawbridge control room. There's a rock drill. There's no gasoline. Can't use it. Fun fact, this rock drill is a weapon that you can get in New Game Plus, I believe. So, that's cool. In Silent Hill, when it comes to New Game Plus, as you do a New Game Plus playthrough, some special weapons you can find just scattered around in the areas that you progress, and they can be acquired as weapons in your New Game Plus playthroughs. Shopping district map. So, oh, it doesn't change it here, okay. We just got a map for where the hospital will be, so that's Central Silent Hill. So we're in Old Silent Hill right now, which is like a residential area, mostly. But where we're about to go to is more of like the, you know, like the center of the town, you could say. Or like where most things are, like shops and the hospital and a shopping mall. There's a shopping mall too. The police station is there. There's a keyhole on the control panel. Okay, this is where we use the drawbridge control room key. Yeah. So again, this is the Flowers, by the way. There's literally not even an option to do a command, like with every other object. But with the Flowers, it's nothing. It's just there in your inventory. And Dahlia gives it to us for a purpose. We don't know what that purpose is yet. See, purpose and use unknown. So we don't know why we have this, but we have it. Right, let's open the drawbridge. The machinery is running. Do you want to press the switch? Yes. Right. And now we can go to Central Silent Hill and explore more. Is there anything else I can do here? No. Okay. Damn, even the bridge sounds so industrial. Again, the audio design is very good in this game. Also, just like yesterday, I have my blinds closed. It's dark in my room. The vibes are set for this. And here we are. We're in Central Silent Hill now. Damn, that noise echoes for so much. Okay, there we go. So, here we are at Central Silent Hill. So as I said, this is where a lot of commercial stuff is that you will find. So we have the police station, there's a post office, Alchemilla Hospital is the name of the hospital in this place. There are 2 hospitals in Silent Hill. If I remember correctly, there's 2 specific ones. So there's Alchemilla Hospital, and then there's Brookhaven Hospital. And Brookhaven is in the south of the town. And we go to those places in Silent Hill 2 and 3. But in Silent Hill 1, we go to Alchemilla Hospital. And that is the main hospital of the town. That's where most general health stuff happens. As I mentioned when I played Silent Hill 2 back in February, Brookhaven Hospital was more for like mental health problems, so it was more of a mental health institute dealing with those problems. But Alchemilla is for like, you could say, general health. So that's there. And then there's Silent Hill Town Centre, which I believe is also, you could see, like their shopping mall. Well, that's what I got when I got in there. That's the vibe I got when I got in there. Who knows, maybe that's what you guys in America call malls as well. You call them town centres. Either way, it's the same thing. Is there anything here? Yes, ammo. Okay, Pepita, if you're still here, you wanted to see the frog monsters? The frog hopping dudes? Well... No, that's an air screamer. Hold on. I got you, bitch. Oh! Oh, you missed. For those of you who don't know, these are air screamers. The skinned pterodactyl monster thing. Okay. No, not flying frogs. No. These guys are quick. But, here they are. Oh, there they go. There they go. Look at him go. Oh. Look at him hop. He's hopping. These enemies are called rompers. And I honestly don't know how to describe them. To me, they look like weird human-looking creatures that just hop and make weird sounds. Oh god, there's an air screamer too. And then it can do that to you. So there's the frogs. Oh god, this air screamer. But I did say I was going to try and conserve ammo, but like, I can't get like a proper look at them. They look like humanoids, right? But then they start hopping and make weird sounds. You know, it's hard to describe them. So I'm really interested to see in the remake how they design this monster again for the remake. Chat, you're under arrest. We're going to the police. Never mind, that's the wrong door. This is the right door. Okay. Also, welcome in, Ember. Hello. Don't need to apologize. You're good. Had to go to the eye doctor. Oh, hope that went well. Hope you're doing okay. How's the game? We are... Why did I say that like that? Well, we're back. Okay, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. But we're gaming. We are continuing our story playthrough of Silent Hill 1. We're in Central Silent Hill. And we need to go to the hospital. Yes. And now we're in the police station because you guys are under arrest. I'm just kidding. This is an optional area, by the way. But I'm gonna go here because it kind of relates to sort of a side quest. There is a sort of... How would you describe it? It's like... What would you call it? Like, there's like a separate side story. Not a separate side story, but there's like a side story going on as we are here that we're about to find out. Related more to the ongoings of this town. And we're about to find that out. So again, this is entirely optional. You don't have to come here. But you can come here. So this is a police station. And we pick up and read this note. There's a memo on the desk. Coroner Seals called. Officer Gucci is unlikely to be murdered. He apparently died naturally. But medical records show if Officer Gucci had no prior symptoms of heart disease. So we read this note which talks about a police officer who mysteriously died, accused for having been murdered, but then being told and found out that, oh no, he didn't get murdered, he, died from natural causes. However, medical records show that he didn't have any symptoms of heart disease, so he was a healthy dude. Officer Gucci was a healthy dude. Sus. And then we read this chalkboard. There's something on it. Product only available in selected areas of Silent Hill. Raw material is white Claudia, a plant peculiar to the region. Manufactured here? Dealer equals manufacturer? That's right. Drugs. So there is a storyline that is brewing in the background of all this. And it is that in Silent Hill, something related to drugs is going on. And when I mean drugs, I don't mean paracetamol or ibuprofen. I mean the drugs like drug cartels and stuff like that. And the police are investigating it. Most likely since it's, it looks like there's an investigation going on about it. About maybe drug stuff going on in the town. And then we find out this sus now about the officer dying. So stuff is happening. Also, Emart, welcome in. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Silent Hill. We're doing a story playthrough of it, lore playthrough of it. I am nerding. So, I hope you enjoy the yap from me. But I hope you did well. Hope your day's good. But yes, so, another important detail here. My model is covering it, but I'll move it slightly. White Claudia. So this is a flower, chat, which is peculiar to the region, so it is specific to Silent Hill. White Claudia is a white flower that you can find here in the town. And it looks like from these investigation notes that the drug maybe originated from this plant. If you guys don't know, yes, drugs originate from plants in most cases. So, stuff is happening. Here's a bit of a sidetrack. There is a long-standing theory ever since Silent Hill F came out, and I mentioned this in my Silent Hill F analysis video, that, and just as a reminder, Silent Hill F does not take place in Silent Hill at all. However, there are theories, which I believe in, that this plant in White Claudia is in Silent Hill F and has a much more significant role in that game, which you could say is probably the only link Silent Hill F has to the mainline series. I wish it was more in depth. But I still love Silent Hill F. But yeah, so this plant is special. And we've now found out from reading those notes that we're dealing with drugs, possibly. There's a drug trafficking stuff happening in the town. Now that we've read that stuff, Chad, that is going to be related to a quest line, a side story quest line that we can do. And we will be doing that as we go by. Doing pretty good. I finally finished 1 out of 2 Leons in the drawing after 38 hours. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean 1 out of 2 Leons in the drawing after Wait. There's more? There's more Leon? Oh, you are cooking up something. Damn. I thought it was just the single picture of him. You're gonna make 2 in 1 drawing. Oh my god. That is crazy dedication. Good luck in doing that. You got this. I'm very intrigued to see how that goes and how the final product looks. I'm really enjoying the drawing. I showed it on stream yesterday, by the way. I showed it to chat on stream yesterday because it deserved to be shown. It looked very cool. The hair, the way you do the hair, like, oh my god. It looks so realistic. I drew one first to make it more easy for myself. Are you gonna do a thing where you may like mirror it or like copy some stuff to make it simpler, or are you gonna start from scratch again for the second one? Right, let's leave the police station and let's try and make our way towards the hospital. So, there we go. Frogs. Frog monsters. Rompers. They're called rompers in this game. Oh god! I literally ran into him. Oh, this guy. Oh! Well, let's see what else we can find here. Cafe. Ah, this is what I wanted to show as well. Which I only found out very recently. Or saw. Do you see, like, on the top there's, like, movie posters? So this is a theatre. Chat, this is a theatre. Does it say on the map? It's very hard to see with how, like, glitchy, like, bitty it looks. But this is a theatre. And this theatre actually has real-life movie posters. It has real-life movie posters. If you see this one here, if you see at the top it says shoot. That is Indiana Jones. That's Indiana Jones. Who plays Indiana Jones in the old movies? Is it Harrison Ford, I think? Yeah, that's Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones. That is a literal poster for that. But they titled the name of the movie Shoot. And they put that there. Again, they take inspiration from real life stuff. Another thing I mentioned yesterday, but I'll make it known. If there's any Stephen King fans in chat, this game has a ton of Stephen King references. But that's also there's another movie poster here. Apparently I heard this is Die Hard. Bruce Lee, is that his name? The actor that plays in that movie? I'm not very good when it comes to like actors and stuff. But yeah, that's another real life poster for a movie. So there's a lot of real life inspirations that they put in the game to show like, sort of like they do it for like appreciation. Not only to like, you know, add flavor to the town, but they also do it to, you know, show some appreciation. So, very cool references that you can see. Around here, there's also another Stephen King movie poster you can find. I believe the name of the movie is called Carrie. Carrie? I don't know if anyone's heard of that. Oh wait, chat, I need to take you guys to Konami Burger. Oh my god. I just posted an updated version in the Discord in case you want to check it out later. I definitely will. I love the style of this game. Yes, this is Silent Hill. This is, again, you see a lot of indie horror games or short horror games use, you know, the PS1 style, the PSX style. But, you could say it originated from this. It originated from this. This is how Silent Hill 1 looks like. It has those styles that you now see in a lot of indie horror games. April 9th is my odd account's 2nd birthday. I still didn't make anything yet. Oh, let's go. Happy birthday to Emot account. Well, in a way, that's basically Emot. That's like 2 years of Emot, in a way. That's literally like, yeah, that's literally 2 years of Emot. Blessing us with your artwork. Yeah. Are you cooking some? I know you said you haven't made anything for it, but do you still have something planned for that occasion or not? Salmon. Chat, I've always wanted to try salmon. Is salmon tasty? I've always wanted to try it. Like actual proper salmon. You cook it on like a pan and something. You know, you add flavor to it. I definitely want to eat salmon one day. All I eat is freaking breaded fish from like frozen foods. Hot dog! Hot dog. Hot dog. I ran into the dog. No, I'm not going to shoot you. And my real birthday is April 17th? That's so close. That is so close. In date. Chat, let's go to Konami Burger. If you guys don't know, Konami is the publisher for the Silent Hill games. They have their own burger store in Silent Hill. Also, there are a ton of enemies here. This is a dead end. Fuck. Oh god, there's rompers around. Oh, there's an ice creamer. Dinosaurs! Chat, look. It's Konami Burger. On the top. If you see that, that's Konami Burger. They have their own burger store in Silent Hill. I wonder if they'll have that in the remake. They probably will. Surely. Okay. Ooh, I'm stuck. Guys, controlling PS1 characters with tank controls is hard. I learned that the hard way in my first playthrough for this game. I feel dead after drawing hair for 30 hours. Might do a redraw of an older art piece. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. Honestly, maybe just take a rest. Take a break. Chill out on your birthday. Right. Chat, let's go to hospital. Let's go to the hospital. We need to do our "You Abysslings need your checkup." Now, when we get close to the hospital... Did you hear that? That kind of sounded like fireworks, but those are gunshots. Those are gunshot sounds. You only hear it for like 2 seconds, but those are gunshot sounds. We may just be seeing someone else who may be in the town. Because, let's be honest, is a monster really gonna wield a gun? Also, there's gonna be dogs in here. I need to run. Oh, you missed. Right. Chat, welcome to Al Camilla Hospital. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I am just going to say this. This hospital has some dark lore, which will be revealed in good time. But that's all I'm going to say. Oh, there's those gunshots again. Are you guys ready for your checkup? Again, the sound design. Hold on, I'm actually going to turn up for myself. Again, I recommend anyone who's watching the stream to wear it with headphones. Because what I love about Silent Hill 1 is the sound design. Absolutely amazing, and it makes this game really good when it comes to atmospheric horror. Especially when it comes to the other world. Right. Let's see who's shooting stuff. It is a person. It's a guy in a suit. Run, it's a businessman!
Hold it!
Also, how did
Stop.
James survive?
Don't shoot.
Not James. How did Harry survive
Wait.
that gunshot?
I'm not here to fight. My name is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
Thank God, another human being.
Do you work here?
I'm Dr. Michael Kaufman. I work at this hospital.
So maybe you can tell me what's going on.
I really can't say. I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this. Everyone seems to have disappeared. And it's snowing out, this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong. Did you see those monsters? Have you ever seen such aberrations? Ever even heard of such things? You and I both know creatures like that don't exist.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl anywhere? I'm looking for my daughter. She's only 7, short, black hair.
She's missing. I'm sorry. But with all those monsters around, I highly doubt that she's... Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you. Your wife, she's here with you?
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
There's the confirmation
I
that
see.
Harry's
sorry.
wife died, as I mentioned at the start of the game.
Well, I'd better be going. I can't just sit around here doing nothing.
So long. Good luck out there.
Okay, so we've met someone else now, and that is Michael Kaufman, Dr. Michael Kaufman, who is from this hospital. Very important thing I want to mention here now, and I mentioned this slightly yesterday, but I feel like a lot of people say that when it comes to Silent Hill, whoever's in there, whoever's experiencing the nightmare, it's everyone's individual nightmare. And that isn't always the case. And we just got confirmation there that Harry is not the only one who is seeing these monsters. Also, the air screamer goes away once we leave the room. I forgot to, I did not notice that happens. But we're not the only one. We're not the only one who sees these monsters. This isn't Silent Hill 2 where James sees his own thing, Angela sees his own thing, Eddie sees his own thing. In this game, that cutscene confirmed that because Kaufman literally shot the air screamer, which is what we've been seeing, which confirms that everyone is seeing the same thing, the same other world, the same nightmare, the same monsters. So again, everyone in town right now is in someone's nightmare. We just don't know whose yet. Well, that cutscene there confirms that that we are all seeing the same thing. This is not like Silent Hill 2, where everyone sees things differently. I feel like that's a misconception a lot of people have when they think about Silent Hill, just because of how Silent Hill 2 is like. Again, just a reminder, Silent Hill 2 is a different story to Silent Hill 1 and 3. Important to note that. But yeah, we're not dealing with individual nightmares in Silent Hill 1. We are dealing with a singular nightmare that everyone is being dragged into and seeing the same things. So Kaufman woke up from his nap. He was napping here in the hospital. He wakes up, an air screamer comes in, he shoots it dead. He's also seeing the monsters. So we're all seeing the same thing. We are all seeing the same thing. That is a very important detail to note. Just saw the part of the stream from yesterday where you all show my drawing. Oh, too sweet. Aww. You deserve it. You deserve it. I definitely wanted to show it. Yes, it looked very good. What? How did we segue into showing the art stuff? What was I talking about? And then it reminded me of the artwork, and I decided to show it. I've forgotten now. But yes, we showed it. It is very good. Again, for those of you who haven't seen the drawing in the Discord, definitely check it out. It is very good. It's very cool. And now we have the Alchemilla Hospital map. We have our map now. So this is our next...
New tip from Imart.
Whoa! Emart! Thank you so much! Thank you so much for the tip! Oh my goodness! I think you're my first person to use the Ko-Fi. Thank you so much! You did not have to do that! Oh my god, thank you so much. That really means a lot. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you. But yeah, man, you deserve it. The art looks amazing. And now I didn't even know that you were going to make a second Leon. I really want to see how that looks. I I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you so much for the dono. That honestly came out of nowhere. I'll have to check after stream, but thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Here's a newspaper. This article's been clipped out. Again, is my volume up? I hope it is. It is, okay. But again, just the audio in the hospital. It's faint. It's very faint, but you could hear it. And it's like very like eerie. It gives you a sense that this hospital is empty, you know? You could even see, chat, look at that. The fog is like inside the hospital as well. The fog texture that you can see throughout the town. It's in, you know, it's in this hospital too. It adds to that sense of, you know, isolation, abandonment. Obviously, hospitals are busy places. You wouldn't find a hospital, like, empty. But it's empty right now. It almost has, like, that dream effect. You know? Like we're in a dream of some sort. Especially with the color of the fog in this game. It has, like, this like, purplish, light purple tint to it. And that definitely adds to, like, the dreamy effect, which is a very cool thing. The fog in the Silent Hill games later are much more like white fog, like normal white fog, but in this game it's very, like, unique. There's a basement key. Let's go to the basement. So we're just at this hospital because Dahlia told us to be here. We don't know why we're here, but it may be because of the fact that we may get clues on where Cheryl is. We have to find Cheryl after all. Cheryl. My Cheryl. My Shayla. Did I go through that door? Yes, I did. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. Here's the kitchen. There's a plastic bottle. Take it. Yes. And a health drink. Give me. Okay. Again, I love the audio in this place. You are gonna hear me glazing the audio in this game because it's just so good for me. It's really good. What do you think about it deeply? It's very good. Oh. Someone made a mess. A glass vial lies shattered. Look at how red it looks. It makes it look like it's blood with how red it is. It's not just broken. It looks smashed on purpose. Smashed on purpose. In fact, if you look through this room, it looks as if someone came in here and, like, robbed this place. You know, like, going through the cabinets, the drawers, books everywhere. And then we see this vial broken. As if someone was desperately trying to find something and then just leave. So we have this thing. And did you know we can actually take this using the plastic bottle we just picked up? Empty bottle found in the kitchen of the hospital. The remaining liquid is emptied into the plastic bottle. Now what have we here? So now we have a plastic bottle with an unknown liquid, which isn't blood. It's not blood. It's red, but it's not blood. Red liquid found in a broken vial in the hospital director's room. So this is the director of the hospital. This is his office. This mysterious red liquid was found here and smashed. Again, that's what you call environmental storytelling. That's what you call, like, the setting giving you little undertones of the story, or of some sort of subplot. Let's go up the elevator. The elevator doesn't appear to be working. Never mind, the elevator doesn't work. We can go to the basement. Listen to how the audio changes here. That is creepy. I hate how creepy that sounds. Also bugs. Bugs! Oh damn, they hurt. Ouch. Oh, we are chilling on health though. Look how listen to how creepy that sounds. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when... Yeah, this sound reminds me of how, like, an alien transmission would sound like, you know? If someone alien was to send down a transmission, it would sound like this. Right. The in-house generator powers elevators, ICUs, and operating rooms only. So we need the generator to turn on so we can use the elevator. Do you want to press the switch? Yes. Again, I'm going to say it for the 10 millionth time. Sound design. Imagine being in 1999 playing this game. All alone in your dark room. Going through the hospital. Hearing this audio. That's creepy. Right, so we can now go to floor 2 and 3. We can use the elevator now, so let's go to floor 2. There are only 2 floors, 2 and 3. Locked. So we can't go here. Okay, then let's go to floor 3. Surely we can go to floor 3. Right? Right? Third time's the charm. You go to the 3rd floor. Oh! Locked. I've been to every place that I can access at the moment. So what now? I've been to every floor or every room in the hospital so far that I can access. And I haven't picked up anything like a key to open those doors. So you as a player then think, okay, what now? If I can't access the other 2 floors, I've already explored the 1st floor. And then you go to the control panel of the elevator and see this. Fourth floor. But there was no other 4th floor before. In fact, there is no 4th floor on this hospital. This is a 3, leveled, floored hospital. The 4th floor doesn't exist. Yet we're being told to try out the 4th floor. This is another example of how the town messes with you as a player. That happened with the bathroom in the Otherworld school, and now we have the elevator of the hospital taking us to a non-existent floor. If you were in a hospital, or if you were in a elevator ride, and you go to the elevator once, you see that there are 3 floors only. You go to the 3rd floor, and then you come back, and then you find out that the elevator has changed, and now there's a 4th floor, even though it doesn't exist. Would you still go to the 4th floor? Would you still go? For us, we kind of have to, because we don't know where else we can go. So let's go. Let's go to this non-existent 4th floor. Chat, that is the girl from after the boss fight with the lizard. That's that same girl there just now. We just saw a vision of that. And that was also not the hospital. That was somewhere completely different. We just saw a vision of that. And now look. Rusty walls. Rusty metallic, walls and scenery here. On this non-existent 4th floor. Locked. And did you hear that? The door locked as we went through. Again, rust everywhere. And if you were here yesterday, when we were in the school, you will know what we're dealing with. That's right. We are in the other world of this hospital. We are now in the other world. So, for those of you who don't know, in Silent Hill, there is a phenomenon that can happen called the Otherworld. And the Otherworld is basically a situation where the town completely changes into a sort of nightmare world, which is made based upon someone's nightmares. manifesting into the reality in front of you. It's basically like hell. You could say it's in layman's terms like hell, with how especially the environments may look like in the other world. But yeah, this is the other world. We had the other world in the school, and now we have the other world in the hospital. So in the hospital, like almost instantly, within going in for it for a little bit and investigating, we get taken to the other world. It is a world where reality is different. It's shifted. It's twisted itself. Things don't make sense. That's how the other world works. This is where shit goes down. And remember, this isn't Silent Hill 2, where everyone's other world is different. Everyone is experiencing the same nightmare. We are experiencing someone's nightmare. It's not Harry's nightmare, but it is someone's nightmare that has manifested into reality in the town now. And it is making everyone see this. Kaufman sees it, Sybil sees it, we see it. Does Cheryl see it? You may question yourself, where is Cheryl? Again, the whole reason we are here is to find our daughter who has gone missing in this town. And you may question yourself now, does Cheryl have a role in this? Is she connected in this in any way? The door is locked again. We are being trapped here. The town is trapping us. It's giving backrooms, but more personalized. Well, see, this is a very interesting point you've mentioned, Emart, and I've heard this before. Now, we gotta remember that backrooms and liminal spaces has only gotten, like, popularized in the recent decade, right? But if you really think about it, liminal spaces have always existed. Since forever. In games like Silent Hill. They just don't give you that effect that now liminal space vibes give now, which is more of a eerie, disturbing, terrifying, horrific, like, feeling. That effect has only gotten more popularized thanks to the backrooms, right? And I've actually, I've thought about it before when it comes to Silent Hill. I feel like Silent Hill is a very liminal type of horror game. Think about the town. You're in a foggy town, and that is, you're in an open-spaced, foggy town, abandoned, and those kind of give the same vibes of, liminal spaces specifically. A world that doesn't make sense. That's kind of what the backrooms is, isn't it? That's what Silent Hill is as well. That's what the other world is, where we are at right now. A world that does not make sense. Reality is twisted. It's disordered. It's disorganized. So you could argue that Silent Hill, showed those traits way back in 1999 with how the game looks. My brain is a liminal space endlessly filled with brain rot. Your own psychological liminal spaces. Yes. And yes, the Backrooms movie. Which, by the way, I found out yesterday, there may be an AIG related to it. Like the actual movie. Okay. So we went through the non-existent 4th floor. And now we're back to the floors of the proper hospital. Can we go back to the 4th floor? We can, okay. Again, it's like, it's so eerie, right? Like, you're going through a non-existent 4th floor. You're going through a space that doesn't exist. Or shouldn't exist. Also, listen to this audio. Let me just tell you, the Otherworld soundtrack and sound design in the hospital Otherworld here goes hard. Like, listen to this. Also nurses. Silent Hill nurses. But not the one that people associate with Silent Hill 2. These are different. They go crazy with the sound design in this place. Can this nurse not? They go crazy with the sound design in this place. And it makes sense because the way the Otherworld is portrayed here is like, it's very industrial, right? It's very metallic industrial, and you hear that with the music, right? With the like metal banging and stuff. And then you have moments like this where it's just sort of silent with this like almost breathing like feeling. A steel plate is screwed to the wall. Also, look at the walls of this Otherworld hospital. I said this when I was streaming this for the first time, but chat, these walls look like flesh to me. I don't know if anyone else sees it, but with how the PS1 graphics are like, it makes it look like this is flesh. Again, I am very interested to see how the remake for Silent Hill will make this hospital look like. It's so creepy. I would say Alchemilla Hospital is one of the creepiest places in this game. Also, oh yeah, I was gonna say, Vida, I like how, yeah, the nurses, so, let me see if I can find another nurse. Oh, here's a safe room. Like the walls have grown into existence and are alive. Yes! Good point. Good observation. Like on top of the like, you know, the industrialism with how rusted everything looks, we then see walls which do to me resemble like flesh. It's so disturbing. It's so disturbing. A bird cage. It's empty. See, like, again, when I mentioned that the Otherworld does stuff which, you know, there's stuff in the Otherworld that shouldn't make sense or feels out of place. Like, in this room, we have a random bird cage. It's empty. There isn't a bird in it, but it's there. Bathroom, and we pick up an item. There is a plate of turtle. A turtle. Plate of turtle. Square blue plate with a picture of a mock turtle. Also, be honest, did that get anyone? Did that get anyone? There is your Silent Hill jump scare. I mentioned this yesterday. Silent Hill does not do what modern horror games do now, where they sometimes cramp in jump scares or overdo them. They space them out. And there's one of them. Okay, so nurses. Chat, these nurses look very human. But if you notice, there's like this thing on their backs. Like, almost like some sort of disease or parasite. There's like something on the back of them. Very eerie. I feel like it's much more twisted that the nurses look human. Almost like they're being puppeted. Almost like they're being puppeted by that whatever's on their back. Takes a lot to take them down. Yeah, they can be annoying. Yeah, they were going through my bullets. But yeah, look at that. There's a good way to look at it from here. Like, they don't look like monsters, chat. They look like actual human nurses. Except there's like this thing growing on the back of them. Really like messed up and twisted, because it makes you feel like, you know, like they don't have control of their body. You know? Let's touch this back here. But don't worry, that we're gonna get a weapon that will help us to destroy these enemies. A very good weapon is in this hospital we can find. Again, like metal just being banged. I absolutely would imagine people jam to this thing. The bars go hard. There is a blood pack. Take it. Okay. Honestly, a pretty normal thing to find in a hospital. A blood pack. 200ml blood pack found in the hospital storage room. Locked. Okay. With how much I'm talking, let's see if I take the majority of stream being in the hospital. Ah. There is a plate of cat. Take it. So we have a mock turtle, and now we have a square yellow plate with a picture of a Cheshire cat. Cheshire cat. Chat, do you know where the Cheshire cat is from? Anyone know what the Cheshire cat is referencing? Surely someone in chat knows. I love how I'm like... I feel like I'm a teacher as I explain this. It's so fun to do this. I'm enjoying this so much, just nerding it with you guys. Oh my god. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Thank you guys so much for being here. You do? Tell me. What is it? What is it a reference to? Alice in Wonderland. A+++. Well done. You get a promotion. Yes. So this is a Alice in Wonderland reference. Now, oh my god, I didn't read the book for Alice in Wonderland, but I did watch the movie for it a very long time ago. I think it was one of the first ones for Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, that's a real life thing that's referenced in this game, and it looks like it may be part of a puzzle. So that's a reference to a real life fairy tale or fantasy story, right? And remember when I said that everything in this game kind of has a reason to be there? There's meaning and significance to it, almost. Even when it comes down to the puzzles, which again, I argued yesterday, most horror games don't do puzzles like that. They just put it in there for the sake of it, without actually giving, you know, context to it. Relating it to the story or the lore. Also, we can now access the second floor from the elevator. Never mind, it's locked. Okay, we have to take the stairs. Okay, I'm taking the stairs. Chat, this is a sign, don't be lazy. Always take the stairs. Okay. Let's take the stairs. Let's go to the second floor now. We need to try and find a way to get out of this nightmare. We're now in the other world, so we need to get out. We need to find Cheryl, while also being just hooked up in all of this mess. This craziness that the town is doing to us. Oh. Damn. They do take a lot of bullets. Oops. I think I remember when we first streamed Silent Hill, the nurses were destroying me. Lighter. Very interesting how at the start of the game, during the nightmare sequence when we were in that nightmare before you woke up in the cafe, Harry had a lighter somehow on him. And then when we wake up and play the game, we don't have that lighter. But now we have a lighter. Oil lighter found in room 201. Okay. Do you guys want to see a tentacle monster? Tentacle monster. You cannot shoot it. This, you cannot kill it. It's unkillable. It can kill you, but you cannot kill it. And, it be slurping up that blood. It is enjoying its meal. But there is an item there, as you can see, that we need to get. Now, how do we get How do we get that thing out of the way? Well, we do have a blood pack. We do have a blood pack. We're gonna give this tentacle monster some free food. That's it. Enjoy some fresh blood. There is a plate of Hatter. If the Cheshire Cat didn't make you think of Alice in Wonderland, then I'm pretty sure the plate of Hatter does. Like the Mad Hatter. So again, this is a reference to Alice in Wonderland, which makes you think, and would probably make you assume, that this mock turtle is also a reference to Alice in Wonderland, which it is. Although, if I'm being honest, I do not remember that there being a turtle character in Alice in Wonderland. But, again, yeah. Burn it. If I had a flamethrower, I wish I could. But I ain't got that, sadly. Oh god, she's gonna get me. Oh, get juked. Oh shit, it's locked. Oh, oh she did, he got me. Wait a minute, am I missing a room? Did I miss a room? I think I missed a room. Wait, where do I get the screwdriver from? Let me double check. Oh, first floor. Oops. I forgot we can go to the first floor. Duh. Also, hold on a sec. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Also, we've seen nurses in this, but did you know that there's also killer doctors? We don't have nurses, we also have doctors. Rip doctor. Rip to the doctor. But again, you see these this weird creature on the top, on the back of it, almost seems like it's controlling it out of their will, which makes it seem much more messed up, in my opinion. Especially when you learn about the lore of this place. Again, I could be saying so much more than I am, but it would be spoilers. So, I'm doing this story playthrough to you guys as first-time viewers of Silent Hill. Otherwise, I'd be saying way more stuff. But there's a reason why they're like that. Oh my god, you're right in front of me. Oh. Also, yes, they sound like that. That's how they are. But this is the first floor, chat. We've been in the first floor in the normal hospital. The examination room is where we found Kaufman. The door is locked. A sound is heard from beyond the door. Did you guys catch that? That sounded sort of like footsteps. So... I don't know. This room has no purpose, except to just be creepy and give us creepy. Oh my god, I actually did not know they jump scare you there. Okay, I did not expect that. There's another jump scare room. Oh my god, that doctor was coming for my ass. The office. This is the kitchen. Oh boy. No. Yeah, give me my health pack, and then I'm gonna drink it up. Actually, do I need to? No, I'm good. Okay. Here's the kitchen in the other world. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that polygon juking? Right, this is the director's room, chat, where we found the red liquid from before. And now we have the final piece that we needed. There's a plate of Queen tickets. Oh my god, that was loud. Okay, that got me. That got me. Yikes. Fuck. See, this place is terrifying. I would definitely say Alchemilla Hospital is one of the creepiest places in this game. But we have the plate of Queen. Queen of Hearts. So yes, this is all a puzzle inspired and referencing Alice in Wonderland. Wait, they allow you to go to the basement that easily? Before? That was after the elevator got access. I guess not. Okay. So with that, we can put those 4 plates in a certain puzzle room. It should be around here. She missed. Oh my god, how did you miss that? Okay. So, chat, we have a puzzle. We have a puzzle here. This door is locked. There are 4 square indentations on the door. So, we have 4 indentations, and we have 4 extra ones. Like, we have 4 plates already in place, and then there's 4 exposed indentations that we can most likely use the tablets that we picked up. However, how do we know which one goes where? So, that's where we come to this. Clouds flowing over a hill. Sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky 4-leaf clover. Violets in the garden. Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. Liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. that got very dark at the end there. But this is your hint to know which of the tablets go where. Oh, welcome, Kay, no worries. You're good. Welcome into more Silent Hill. We're deep in the thick of it. But I hope you're doing well. So this poem sort of gives an overview of where each plate goes. And it's done that by giving you clues when it comes to the color. So clouds flowing over a hill is the first line. And on this lock, the first tablet at 12 o'clock, if you think of this as a clock, if we're going clockwise by the way, the puzzle goes clockwise. So clouds flowing over a hill, that was the first clue. And on this door, there is a white tablet on the top. So that tells you that this is color coded. Sleep wasn't great. I've been staying up too much and my parents just woke me up for school. Oh no. Gotta get that sleep time in. But I hope you get your sleepies. I mean, I hope you're... No, you just woke up, you don't need sleepies, you need to go to school. I hope school goes well. You got this. Good luck. But yeah, so this is color coded, this puzzle. So clouds flying over a hill, there was the white tablet. And then the next plate is absent, so we need to put one of our 4 plates, Alice in Wonderland plates, in the hole. And we have this one where it says sky on a sunny day. So what color is the sky? The sky is blue, right? So we have the mock turtle tablet, so that will go there. Tangerines that are bitter, so that was the next one was orange, that's already been placed. So the next one is absent. Lucky 4-leaf clover, that one's a very simple one. Even if you didn't know that it was color coded, Lucky 4-leaf clover, that's the green tablet we picked up. But also like Mad Hatter kind of gives 4-leaf clover vibes. So the Mad Hatter plate goes there. Violets in the garden, so the next plate was purple, that was already been done. Dandelions along a path. So dandelions are yellow, so the yellow tablet goes there, which is the Cheshire Cat. And then unavoidable sleeping time, that is the, I believe, dark coloured plate that's already put in place. And then this is the last tablet, liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Trigger warning, but when you slash your wrist, there is blood. So the red tablet, which is the Queen of Hearts. So that's how this puzzle works. Wait, am I close to it? Okay, there we go. So... Queen of Hearts goes there. Mad Hatter goes there. Just to let you know, when I first streamed this back in October, when I didn't understand this puzzle, I was losing my shit because I was dumb, and I had to look up the answer. In fact, Pepita, I think you were there when that happened. Dude, I sucked on the puzzles in these games, but when I learned the puzzles, the more I watched this game, the more I found out how dumb I am. Oh, wait, that's the wrong place. Oops. Can I remove that? Yeah. That one's for the Cheshire Cat. I also actually didn't finish my first playthrough of Silent Hill on stream because my save file was fucked at the end of the game and I had no healing and I was very low on health. but I'm better now, so... Firstly, unlock that. Oh shoot. My god. We're doing ring around roses on this table. Sorry, not table, gurney. Okay, she fucking got me. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was nearly dead. Also again, listen to the banger. Literally banger tunes. Literally banger tunes. Also, we picked up a key just now for the basement. And also now we picked up some disinfecting alcohol. So, yeah, basement storeroom key. The hospital basement storeroom key found in the operating room. And then some disinfecting alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol bottle found in the ICU at the hospital. Okay, I'm gone. Oh boy. Oof. Health pack, first aid kits. Okay, so chat, we can go to the basement now. And we could use the elevator to do that. So let's make our way to the basement. We can actually access it with the elevator now. The basement audio soundtrack in the other world of this hospital is actually one of my favorite ones. So, yeah. Let's go to the basement of the hospital. But there's gonna be nurses I have to kill first. You know, I want to use my shotgun. How much shotgun shells do I have? I could spare this. 2 hits. Okay. Okay, so this is the basement otherworld. This is where we turn the generator on from. And this is where we get the best weapon in the game. Or, for a first time playthrough, melee-wise. Hammer. And I'm going to equip that now. You guys want to see the pivot? There's the pivot. He's pivoting. Someone stop him. He's going crazy with the pivot. But yeah, this is a pretty strong melee weapon. This will definitely help us with the nurses coming up. The generator is on. Spiky hammer in it. Why did you have to add the "in it" at the end? Spiky hammer in it. Ugh, I hated how I said that. It's funny to be British, I guess. Oh! Oh, you... Take that. Okay. Again. My body is laid out on the bed. Don't feel like checking this out. Again. Flesh-looking walls. With this creepy audio in the background. Like, it truly does make it feel like you're in a nightmare, right? It's so good. I love this game. Even though it's not my favorite Silent Hill game. Because they're all just so good. This is still a gem. This is still just an awesome game to play, like, in the night, alone, in a dark room. Use the basement store. Okay, so in the real hospital we couldn't actually access this room, but in the other world we can. And what is in here? Well, it's a storage room. Nothing inside. However, if you look on the floor here, Harry is going to comment here by saying, there are skid marks from the cabinet being moved. Being moved, you say? Do you want to push the cabinet? Oh, well, would you look at that? Secret door. Also, look at the ground as well. Let me see if I can get a good shot here, but... Look at the ground here, chat. It looks like veins. It looks like the ground is, like, slightly veining. So creepy. And so red. It adds to that idea that it's a fleshy otherworld hospital nightmare. But yeah. So we have a suspicious secret room covered by a cabinet, because why else? If you wanted to hide a special room in the most casual way, just, you know, cover it with a cabinet. So, we have this room, and then we have this almost trapdoor. Looks like a hallway under the grate. A full-on hallway under this. Can't move it since the vines have grown around it. So what we can do here, we can actually get rid of those vines by burning it. So we have the alcohol. That is our fuel source. And then we just need fire to burn it. There is a full-on underground basement to this basement that we have just found. Hidden, by the way, as if it was supposed to be kept a secret. Remember when I said at the start that this hospital has some dark history and lore? I just saw that when Harry pivots, he's Oya Harry. There's no way. But Oya does it too quickly. He's too slow. He cannot match the Oya-ness. Why did I say that? Right. So we just found a special secret underground sort of entryway or hallway in this secret room in the hospital, in the basement of the hospital. And look at that. The whole place looks different. Look at this. This doesn't even look like a hospital. This looks like a secret underground base. But there are nurses here. There are nurses. I'm so sorry, but I have to put you out of your misery. But yeah, we also don't have a map of this place. But yeah, this is a full-on area, chat, underground the basement of the hospital. Hidden, out of sight, secretly. So you may now be wondering, you know, why is this here? We see another wheelchair. As I mentioned, we've seen quite a few wheelchair references in Silent Hill. We've seen wheelchairs a lot in this game, especially in sequences where we're in the nightmare, may I mention. The first time we saw a wheelchair was in the nightmare sequence at the start, in that dream. Second time we see wheelchairs in the other world of the school. Third time, we're now seeing it in the other world of the hospital. A lot of wheelchair references. What does it mean? Oh, she's strangling me. Stop! Okay, don't kick her. I was gonna kick her, but okay. There is a videotape. Take it. So, in the hospital already, there is a room with a VHS that we can put a videotape in, and we just got that. Videotape, nothing on the label, found on the second floor hospital basement. It's a bloody VHS, by the way. about this room. Another sort of jump scare room. I hope you guys like the sound of breaking glass. That is pretty creepy as well, especially when it's like it's very loud and it goes into one ear sometimes. Very, very dynamic. Right.
What's this? Looks like someone's been here.
Alessa? Alessa? So, we have a picture here of someone called Alessa, and if you think about it, if you look at her clothes specifically, they look very similar to the lady that we saw, the girl that we saw after the nightmare sequence in the school, after the Otherworld school. If you look at those clothes, they're the same. And in a way, she looks very similar to that girl. Maybe her hairstyle's a little bit different, but this could be a picture from a long time ago. So, you could assume that we now have a name for that mystery ghost girl? Her name is Alessa? A bed? What's it doing here? Who would... There's an examination room key. Take it. So we can now go to the examination room where we first saw Kaufman for the first time in the normal hospital. But interesting thing that I keep saying James. Interesting thing that Harry says when he's commenting on the bed. A bed? What's it doing here? Who would... Because yeah, it is a weird thing, because yes, this is a hospital, but this is the basement of the hospital. In fact, not even basement, this is the basement of the hospital. You would expect a bed to be in one of the normal rooms in the other floors, but you see this bed here with an IV drip in this secluded room in this secret part of the hospital. So as the player, you would now think, wait, yeah, why is there a bed here? If this was a patient room, why is it secluded from everyone and kept secret and locked away? Something isn't right. Something isn't right. And then we have this picture of Alessa. And then this like weird mechanical contraption next to the door. We have what looks like maybe medicine, like canisters on this desk. Very sus and disturbing. Also, look at this bed. It looks awful as well. Like, look at the design of it. It looks like it's been, like, you know, splattered with stuff. You could say it's blood, maybe. If that is the case, then, you know, what does that mean? This room is very eerie, I think is the best way to say it. Especially with, again, with the idea that it does seem out of place. It's in the basement. You know, you'd expect to find storage stuff, not a patient bed here. But, aside from that, we now have the examination room key, which will allow us to go to the examination room on the first floor. So let's do that. Oh yeah, we have the videotape too. Let's use the videotape. Let's use the videotape, chat. So yeah, this hospital has a secret underground basement, which is not to be seen by anyone with how secluded it is. And you will find out soon enough, or we will find out soon enough, what that place specifically is, or what it means, as we progress further. Where is the videotape room? Is that third floor? Yes, third floor. Okay. Let's go to the third floor. So, there's a bit of lore and context to some stuff. So we had that picture of the girl, which, if you looked at it closely, does very much resemble the girl that we saw after the school, after the Otherworld school, who disappeared on us, which is also the girl that forced Harry to crash his car. So there's this girl, okay, we also actually saw the girl walking when we transitioned into the Otherworld hospital. If you remember when we went to the 4th floor, there was this one moment where we saw this girl walking downstairs to somewhere. That's also her. So we have this girl called Alessa. And we just, you know, we see her around. So she's also someone in all of this, but kept very mysterious to us. And, you know, you then start to realize and wonder, is she involved in all of this? Right, this is the save room, so we can now access the videotape through this VHS system. So let's see what this VHS holds. Let's see what we got. So, yeah, that was kind of staticky, wasn't it? So we had that. From what we saw, it looked like someone talking to someone about something. And then at the end they sound like they're yelling. And then they also say something like, won't tell. So very eerie, creepy VHS there. which in a way is mysterious, but you could also argue you may not get a lot from it. But we will find out later that that is a pretty important VHS tape for something, for context and the story, so we have that. Right, so the only thing we can do now is go to the examination room, so let's do that. On the first floor. So let's go down to the first floor. Right. There are doctors here, I don't want to mess with them. Oh shit. Okay. So now we can go to this room. So again, as a reminder, in the normal hospital, this examination room is where we first found Kaufman. And when we came here for the first time, we heard footsteps, almost, on the other side. Also, my laptop needs to charge. Hold on. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so now we are gonna find out who is in this room, in the other world. By the way, this is the other world still, so is there someone in the other world with us? Let's see who it is. We're seeing a lot of new characters today.
Finally, someone else who's okay.
Who are you?
My name's Lisa Garland. What's yours?
Harry Mason.
Harry, tell me what's happening here. Where is everybody? I must have gotten knocked out. When I came to, everyone was gone. It's awful.
So you don't know anything either. Great. I just don't get it. It's like this is all some kind of bad dream.
Yeah, a living nightmare.
Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old?
A 7-year-old girl. What, she's your daughter?
Yes.
A 7-year-old girl. I can't say that I have. I was unconscious all this time. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Do you know anything about all that weird stuff in the basement?
No? Why? Is
The
there something
basement
down
that
there?
we were in just now?
You don't know? Don't you work here?
We're under strict orders never to enter the basement storeroom. So I really don't know. What did you say was down there?
Interesting.
Well, it's... Damn! My head.
What's wrong? Harry? Harry, let me help you. Harry?
Again, the siren indicating that we are going back. Reality's transitioning.
Was I dreaming?
We're back in the real world.
You were too late.
It's you.
Yes, Dahlia Gillespie.
It's the granny with no feet. I mean,
Tell me
shoes
everything
again.
you know. What's going on?
Darkness.
She's
The town is
exposed.
being devoured by darkness.
She's exposing those grippers.
Strength must overcome petty desire, childish sleep talk. I knew this day would come.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Believe the evidence of your eyes. The other church in this town, that is your destination. This is beyond my abilities. Only you can stop it now. Have you not seen the crest marked on the ground all over town?
So that's what I saw in the schoolyard. What does it mean?
It is the mark of Samael. Don't let it be completed.
Hey, wait!
Okay, so a lot to unpack there. So firstly, we meet Lisa Garland, who is a nurse from this hospital. Now, one of the biggest things you should take out from that meeting with Lisa, the biggest obvious thing you should notice, is that we met Lisa in the other world, the nightmare world. We met her there. She is the only character right now that we have met for the first time in the other world. That should be the biggest thing you take out from that. Second of all, she doesn't know, she works in this hospital, but she doesn't know what's in the secret basement. So that goes to show that even some of the workers in this hospital do not know what was being done in that secret place down in the basement. But I would say the biggest takeout from that is that, yeah, we see her in the other world, and then when we get back, she's not here. She's not here. And then we have Dahlia come in. Dahlia is someone who is kind of directing us in a weird way. And Harry, unfortunately, with how the situation is like, he just has no other choice but to listen to her, because otherwise he has no idea where to go. I don't think Harry's ever been to Silent Hill before the events of this game, so he's obviously very lost. He doesn't know where to go, and so far the only clues that he's getting now are from Dahlia. But as obviously we saw, Cheryl isn't here. Now, Dahlia is telling us to go to an antique shop, because we got an antique shop key. So now we have to go to a shop. So she's in a weird way. She sounds crazy, doesn't she? The town is being devoured by darkness. Which in a way actually is, because if you see the other world and how it looks, and how it gets to nighttime sometimes, even in the fog world, it's darkness. It is darkness. She's kind of directing us towards somewhere with how she tells us where to go. She says her thing, and then it's like, oh, the town is being covered by darkness. Anyway, take this key, go over there, right? So she's gotten Harry to listen to her, to take him to the shop, which is where we're next gonna go. So we're gonna go there now. Another thing she mentioned was the Mark of Samael. So actually what I'm gonna do, because I could just say, remember from yesterday stream, because we saw this yesterday, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm actually gonna pull up a picture. See if I can pull it up quickly to show you guys what I mean. But essentially, yesterday, we saw, when we first entered the Otherworld for the very first time in this game, in the Otherworld, in the courtyard of the school, on the ground. Oh, this is gonna be hard to type with my room, it's dark. Fuck. Typing is hard enough, but in the dark? Damn. School courtyard, oh my goodness. I want like a proper in-game picture of it so that it looks more clearer to you guys from where it comes from. Oh, please show it. I know you can, game. Oh wow, it doesn't show it. Okay, but there is this picture. I can show this picture. Let me show this picture to you guys, so that you can get a better understanding of what I mean. So, picture, image, do that. Give me the picture. The picture. There we go. Right. So this sign was in the courtyard of the school, but you also see it on the roof of the school in the Otherworld. This is the roof. This is a picture from the roof. But if you see, there is this like symbol, which is two circles, two outward circles, and then inside there is this triangle, as you can see. That is what she was referring to as the Mark of Samael. And she tells us that this is a bad sign. Like, it's a bad thing. So she says that this is bad. This is a bad sign. Interestingly enough, I don't think we saw it in the hospital, unless I didn't take notice of it. But in the school, there's a lot of imagery of that in the school. But just to make you guys aware as well, though, is that whenever we've seen that sign, there's mostly been no monsters around the place. So if you remember in the normal courtyard of the school yesterday, in the normal school courtyard, there were enemies. But when we went to the other world, and went to that same courtyard, and that symbol was there were no monsters. And that's all I'm gonna say. So Dahlia thinks it's a bad symbol, and that we cannot let it be quote-unquote completed. And now, she is directing us towards the antique shop. And so that is where we need to go next. And, yeah, that's the hospital level, guys. I would absolutely say that, yeah, the hospital, Alchemilla Hospital, is one of the scariest places in this game, in my opinion. With how they do it, it's very good. But yeah, let's head over to that shop way there. Let's go back into the fog. Also, there it is. While we try to do that, we have this really annoying, eerie sounding voice or noise as we try to get to the antique shop. Although my radio is kind of... But yeah, do you hear that? That sounds so annoying, doesn't it? And just eerie again. Eerie sound design. Hello, Air Screamer. Also, where is that? Okay, that is that way. It's very hard to read on the map, but on the top that says antique. That says antique something something, but that is the antique shop. Right at the top. So that is where we have to go next. Also, yeah, listen to the sound. Listen to this sound. It's very just, it's just, it gives you that, feeling, you know? Like, make it stop. It gives you the vibe of one of those sounds that you would hear that would just make you go insane, you know? This excruciatingly loud noise. It's not loud, but it's very annoying to the ears. It's like digital wailing, if that makes any sense. Also, oh, if only I had my first point view, my first person view. There's a poster that just says hype. Hype chat, hype chat. Okay. But another thing I wanted to show, which I think is here. Is this poster here. This is a Stephen King poster of a movie / book, I think, that he has made. Called, I think, Carrie? Carrie? There's another movie poster. That's a real life poster that's been sort of edited to fit into the town. Another Stephen King reference. Also, we have a pig with a mustache. Yeah. Pig with a mustache. What even is this store? I don't even know. FAA? I don't know why, the pig with a mustache makes it feel like it's a restaurant. But I don't know. But yeah, this is the antique store. Green Lion. Also, So how do you do the back step? Yeah, did you know I nearly said James. Why do I randomly sometimes keep saying James? Did you know Harry has a back step? Good for, it's helpful for like quick dodging. Or dodging to the back. I don't usually use it a lot, but it's a feature. He has it. He does a little bit of a back step, you know. Use the antique shop key. And now utter silence. Because this is Silent Hill. I'm just joking. Right. So we're at the antique shop now. So what do we do? What do we do? There is a clock. Nothing special. We have a clock. Okay. So just for some context here, Dahlia Gillespie, the one who gave us the key, who's been running around telling us stuff, the lady granny who sounds crazy and has a tie and does not wear any shoes or socks. She runs an antique shop, or her family does. It's like their second business or something. But yeah, this is her shop. Now you may be wondering, why the hell would she take me to a shop? Is she forcing me to buy her product? None of this stuff is of any use. There is a trace on the floor that somebody moved in the cabinet. Do you want to push the cabinet? I mean, sure. Another secret path?
What's this?
Harry!
Oh, hey, it's Sybil.
Sybil?
I'm glad you're okay. I shouldn't have left you. Things are worse than I thought. It's nuts.
What are you doing here? I thought you left town.
I saw you go in here, so I followed you. I couldn't get out. All the roads out of town are blocked. Cars have completely stopped running. The phones and radios are still out too.
What about my daughter? Did you see her?
I did see a girl.
Was it Cheryl?
I only caught a glimpse of her through the fog. I went after her, but she vanished. I don't know about your daughter, but...
And you just let her go? Where was it?
On Bachman Road. She was heading towards the lake. Now don't get excited. It wasn't like she ran off exactly. There was no place for her to go. The road has been obliterated.
What? So then Cheryl...
It was like she was walking on thin air. What
Well,
about you? Anything?
Cheryl has magic.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
I met this bizarre woman. Her name's Dahlia Gillespie. Do you know her?
Dahlia Gillespie. No. And?
She said something about the town being devoured by darkness. Gibberish like that. Any idea what it means?
Darkness devouring the town. Must be on drugs. They sell them to the tourists. The Force still can't figure out who's behind it. None of our leads have panned out.
There's the mention of the
An
drug
investigation
trafficking
stalled.
subplot that we saw in the police.
What could drug trafficking have
Station.
to do with all this?
They're referencing that now.
I really don't know. But maybe that's the darkness she was talking about. That's all I can think of. What's this?
Just discovered it. Maybe there's something back there.
Let's have a look.
Wait. We don't know what's back there. I'd better check it out first.
I'm a cop. I should go.
Exactly, Harry.
No, I'm going.
Damn. Okay.
All right. I'll cover you from here.
Sybil's like,
Careful.
okay.
If anything looks fishy, get back here on the double.
Okay. Sybil,
Yeah?
do you know anything about... well, like some other world? It's like some kind of bad dream.
What are you talking about?
I'm not quite sure. I try to make sense of it, but then my mind goes blank. Everything's dark there, and I hear sirens in the distance. I met this nurse, Lisa. It's like I was there, but not really. It's all a blur, like some kind of hallucination, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Harry.
Oh. I was just wondering. Never mind.
Harry. You're tired.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, same. Honestly, same. I'm also tired too. But yeah, okay, we saw Sybil again. Again, the last time we saw Sybil was at the start of the game after we woke up from the nightmare sequence in the alleyway. So Sybil's back. She comes back with news that, yeah, everything's fucked. We can't do anything. The roads are blocked. No way to communicate with anyone. It's like they're all trapped there in the town, isolated from the real world, in a way. And then they also mentioned the drugs, so we kind of then have a realization as to why Sybil is here. So again, Sybil is a cop. But she's not from Silent Hill, she's from a town called Brams, which is the next town over or close by to Silent Hill. And she's come to Silent Hill because she's investigating a drug trafficking thing that's going on in the town. So we mentioned this in the police station in the town earlier today, but we get to learn and find out that there is some sort of drug trafficking trade, or this town has a history of that. And it's very interesting they mention it, because to you it may feel like it's out of nowhere. Like, yeah, we're experiencing all this like psychological shit. We're going through these nightmares almost. You know, Harry is going through this otherworld phenomenon or scenario where everything is just evil looking, dilapidated, rusty, bloody. And then out of nowhere we get the mention of drugs. So there is a drug subplot, and the more we get into it, the more we go into the game, the more clearer everything is gonna slowly get. So we have that happening. Another thing I forgot to mention, but it was when we left the hospital. So I mentioned that, so Lisa in the hospital does not know about the secret basement where we found that bed out of place with the picture of Alessa. Now, Lisa doesn't know about it, but then we have remember Michael Kaufman, Dr. Michael Kaufman, who works at the hospital, we then start to think, does Kaufman know about that secret place? So Kaufman says he's Dr. Michael Kaufman, he works at the hospital. But I think it's okay to mention this because I don't remember where they mention it later on. But Michael Kaufman is the director of that hospital. So he runs Al Camilla Hospital. He runs it. So he is the director of that hospital, which is interesting because remember in the director's room, we saw the red liquid that was smashed that we picked up and Harry has now. There was that red liquid that was smashed. So you're starting to see a lot of like interesting things that are going on, which leads you as the player to think, you know, okay, what's going on here? What role does drugs have in this? What do all these characters, what role do they have in this story? So you're starting to see a lot of things happening now, and some things being revealed, some aren't, more questions than answers, stuff like that. And now, in this antique shop that Dahlia told us to go to, we've now found the secret path. Again, covered by a cabinet. Again, the strat to hide something until someone notices it is to just, you know, cover it with a cabinet. Because who would ever move a cabinet? And then we come out.
What's this? Some kind of altar. Never seen anything like this before. Maybe this is the other church.
And now we have this ominous looking secret altar. Chat, when you think of altars, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? For me, in that horror game setting, I think of cult. So we have this. There's like a goblet on there as well in the altar. Wonder what they worship. Does Harry mention it? Oh, there we go. Some kind of powder is left in the chalice. And we've already mentioned stuff related to drugs being a present here. So... drugs? Question mark? And then we have this picture of just this thing which looks like it has wings, flying, and that's it. We just have this here. Again, separated from everything else in the building, underground as well. Also, we get an axe. I don't usually use the axe, but we have an axe. Also, if you could... Am I covering it? Wait, is my model covering it? No, it's not. Okay. If you see here, there's like some writing. That writing says, "No God." No God. So we have an altar. We have this picture of something. And we have this sign which says, "No God." So it's at this point of the game where you're starting to see some sort of idea of maybe a cult being involved in this. So you can start to like maybe try and theorize in your head as to what's going on. However, the big question that still remains is, what has that got to do with everything else that's going on? With the other world, you know, with Alessa, this weird mysterious ghost girl that we see around town, this apparition. You know, what's this got to do with Cheryl? What has Cheryl got to do with all of this? We still need to find Cheryl, and we've gotten no way closer to finding her, except learning that Sybil said that she may have seen her floating in the air. But, also thank you for the hydrate. I just hydrated them, but thank you. But, yeah, that's literally all that's here. So, I guess we can leave. Never mind.
What the?
Fire.
Harry? Are you okay? Harry? Harry?
Uh-oh, Chad. I think we're going back to the other world. Womp womp.
Where am I?
Oh look, it's Lisa
Harry.
again.
Lisa? Then I'm in the hospital?
You were having a bad dream.
Was I? Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Nothing you need to worry about.
Well, if you're sure. Lisa, do you know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie?
Oh yeah, that crazy Gillespie lady. She's kind of famous around here. She never sees anybody, so I don't know that much about her. But I heard her kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since.
Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness. Do you have any idea what she's talking about?
The town devoured by the darkness. Yes, I think I do. Before this place was turned into a resort, the townspeople here were on the quiet side. Everybody followed some kind of queer religion. Weird occult stuff, black magic, that kind of thing.
Cult.
As young people moved away, the people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. Before the resort, there really wasn't anything else out here. Everyone was so flipped out, gotta blame it on something. Then a lot of new people came in and everybody clammed up about it.
A cult?
Last time I heard anything about it was, gosh, years ago. When several people connected with developing the town died in accidents. People said it was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
Lore dump. Thank you, Lisa.
Was that another dream? Did I pass out again?
I don't want to think so, but maybe this is all just going on in my head. I could have had a car accident and now I'm lying unconscious in a hospital bed. I don't know. What's real anymore? Sybil said Cheryl was heading towards the lake, but the road to the lake is blocked. Aren't there any other roads? Lisa would probably know. Huge lore dump there. Very important information from that Lisa gave us. So, 1. Dahlia Gillespie. We learn a lot more about her from Lisa. So, Dahlia Gillespie is someone who runs the church. We saw that. That's why we met her at the church first. But everyone knows about her. She's pretty big. She's pretty famous in the town. And then and Lisa then also mentioned the incident where Dahlia lost her kid to a fire accident, and that she's been crazy ever since. Now, very interestingly enough, we have seen some fire imagery in this game. We saw that by the altar, first of all, but most notably, if you guys remember with the big lizard fight in the Otherworld school, at the start of that fight, we see a corpse, which by the way looks very similar to what we see up here, which was burning while we were circling around in the arena trying to fight the lizard. So her daughter died in a fire accident. And then Lisa reveals to us that some of the older people who have lived in this town, before it got famous as a resort town, were following some kind of religion, which then, through more description, Lisa says, seemed more like a cult. So now we are possibly dealing with cult activities. However, how does that got to do with anything that's happening? Still, how does that got to do with Cheryl? With how this game has gone and where we are now in the story, you kind of have to have a feeling out, especially since Sybil said that she saw Cheryl literally like in midair walking in thin air. Something is sus with Cheryl, and Cheryl may have something to do with whatever's happening in this town. So there's so much stuff that's happening, and it leads you to think of maybe trying to make up some theories as to what's going on. So we have a cult. So it was also very interesting there that Lisa gave us. Lisa gave us not only some backstory for the story so far, but also on the town's history itself. So, again, as I've mentioned before, Silent Hill, in the real world, in the real normal sense, is a resort town. However, in the past and to the day, and still in the day of the time of the events of this game, there is cult activity going on. There is a cult at play. People follow this weird queer religion. But that when more people started coming into the town, people sort of shut up about it, but it's still there. So, this town has a cult. And now you may argue that it is possible that maybe the cult is causing these sort of nightmare shifts, this otherworld activity. That could be a theory you guys could say, based on what we know so far. But, yeah. There's a cult. There is a cult at play. Also, this is the antique shop. But now we're in the other world. Also, thank you for the posture check, Ebot. I'm not gonna lie, my head's hurting. And I think it's because I technically had brunch today, so I kind of missed lunch. And the only thing I've eaten ever since was like almonds. And that's it. Chat, pray for me. But yeah. We're in the other world, chat. And we are now about to see how the open town looks like in the other world. We haven't seen how it looks like when we're roaming the streets of the town. We don't know how that looks like in the other world. But we're about to find out now. And also, we need to try and make our way towards the hospital because we need to get to the lake. Toluca Lake or somewhere around that side, lakeside. Chat, welcome to the other world of Silent Hill. Like literally outside Silent Hill. It's raining. There are metal grates everywhere. Highly industrial. Almost like we're in some sort of construction site. It's a crazy shift. But this is the other world. Also, frog monster. Oh shoot. Ah, get off me. Get off me. Stay dead. Ouch. Oh wow, I have so much health. But yeah, this is the other world, chat. Just industrialism everywhere. And it's dark, we're in the void, almost. And our path is blocked. So we have to go round to get to the hospital since our path is blocked. And just to mention here, we're inside Silent Hill Town Center. So, like, a mall, sort of something like that. Again, look at this. Industrial. So industrial. We have just pipes out here. Giga Store. Too bad it's closed. I bet I could get everything from Giga Store. Nothing unusual. Also, can I just say, so you know, we have these like metal grates, right? And they're like very, you know, when we're near the edge of these, they sort of like look like they've been cut or broken down, and the way they're exposed upwards like this. Chat, imagine like scraping yourself against that. That would hurt. That would hurt so much. Which is why I feel like this like design for the other world is very cool. You know, it adds that horror, that gruesome, that gore factor to it with how industrial it is. Sharp, scary, like feeling, or it definitely would make you feel anxious, I would say. But yeah, so cool. I love it. It's awesome. Right, let's go up here. Oh. That's the seal again. Mark of Samael on the screen. That's Cheryl. That is Cheryl, everyone.
Cheryl!
I will say that is very creepy, right? Imagine you're a dad looking for your only daughter, and then you see that transmission of what looks like her suffering almost. That is terrifying. Also, look at that! Did you see that? Did you see that just now? On the screen, that was Alessa. That was Alessa, that girl. Alessa and Cheryl. So many things are starting to be like teased at us that maybe that shows that maybe Cheryl and Alessa there may be a connection between those two. Also, we see these like symbols. We see these sort of like eerie, weird symbols on these screens as well. Remember those symbols for later. Again, as I said, everything that we see in this game has some sort of relevance to everything. There's a reason for it being there or being shown to us. Chat, let's get some jewelry. Let's go to the jewelry store. Oh man, they have nothing. Well, of course they don't. It's the other world. Again, eerie audio design here. Really cool. Sadly, there's nothing in this jewelry store, guys. Rip. I'm not getting any earrings today. Did you guys know I've always wanted to wear earrings? I want to have earrings one day. But I do need to get a piercing for that, and I'm scared. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's nothing else here, just some supplies. Also, do you see that in the distance? They kind of look like centipedes, don't they? Or like bugs. Eating on a corpse. Let's kill it. Never mind. We got debated, chat. Also, okay, we can fight. Okay, well, never mind. We can fight a big centipede-looking thing. Also, we can pick up a rifle. You now have a rifle with us. Oh shoot, I missed. So this is our second boss fight, in a way. Easy. Silent Hill doesn't have like crazy boss fights. They're like crazy stuff, but yeah, that's a massive like centipede caterpillar thing that we just killed. In the town center of Silent Hill. So, there's a bit of like bug imagery here that we just saw with that like centipede thing that we just killed. Just so you know, it's not dead. It escaped. So we didn't actually kill it. It just escaped. So just bear that in mind for later on. And now we're on the other side. So now we can get to the hospital from here. Go down and then make our way there. Oh. Also, oh god. So, we'll also start to notice that, and this is specifically for the pterodactyl and the dog creatures, that we're in the other world, right? But that these creatures now are going to start to look different. They actually have different names as well in the other world. I've forgotten what they're called, but they have different names in the other world. But look at this thing. This is the pterodactyl creature from before. But look at it now. It's much more like bloodied, sort of, or more like... It looks like it's skin, or it has skin now, and like... Ugh. I won't lie, okay? When I look at this, it makes me feel so disturbed because the wings make it look like a moth. And you guys know I don't like moths. But it's so disturbing. And it looks like their face is like elongated as well. And as you heard there, they made like a weird different sound as I killed it. So very eerie. Some of the creatures have now changed in this other world. Very eerie, very creepy. It's just the wings, man. They remind me of a moth. Okay, no worries, Abba. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, listen to those industrial sounds again. Sounds like a machine. Windmills. Chad, it's windmills. There's windmills in Silent Hill. Isn't that crazy? I mean, there's gotta be a way to power up this place, right? So, I guess we use renewable energy. Again, it also makes it look like we're in like some sort of endless void. Like it's just pitch black in the distance. Very eerie and creepy. So, we need to get to the hospital now. Through this otherworld scenario. Oh my god, another one. My god, there are 3 separate enemies trying to get me. It's crazy. It's pandemonium. I wish I could show you guys the dog, because the dog is very interesting in its design in the other world. Oh, there it is. So it's hard for me to do it, but like the front of their like face is like sort of like swollen in a way. Oh my god. But yeah, like their face, the dog's face is out like swollen up in the Otherworld version. Basically all of the monsters in the Otherworld are much more like nightmarish, especially in the open world Silent Hill when they're running around. They're much more terrifying. Oh, also... Can I get some items from here? Oh shit. But yeah, this is full on like Raid and Nightmare now. Like, look at this. Just monsters everywhere. Industrial noises. A black void. Darkness, as Dahlia calls it. The darkness is overtaking the town. Damn it, we can't go to Konami Burger. Oh shoot, there's so many of them, man. So yeah, the town is fucked. The town is truly fucked. And hey, we're back in the hospital. But don't worry, we're not doing a whole other round of this place. We just need to see Lisa, who is over here.
Harry!
Glad you're okay.
Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you. Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
The road's blocked.
Well, that's the only way out there.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something!
What?
There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school.
Midwich?
It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go! I don't want to be alone. It's so scary, I can't stand it.
How about coming with me? This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
No. Somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. Oh, Harry, I'm so scared. I'm cold.
Look, just wait here a little longer. be back as soon as I find my daughter.
Harry?
So that's very interesting, isn't it? Lisa says she cannot leave this place. And if we try to go back, she's gone. So, reminder, the first time we saw Lisa was in the other world. We had a dream with Lisa, and we're in the other world again, and she's here, although now she isn't. And she says she can't leave this place. So Lisa is clearly now also sort of suspicious, which makes you wonder if this is an other world, if this is the other world, and the other world again is a world made from someone's nightmarish delusions, right? Coming into reality, being shown in front of us in this twisted way. And we've only seen Lisa in the other world. It begs the question, what is Lisa in this situation? What is she? Again, you really start to think about what Lisa is now. Something isn't right with her. So we need to go all the way back to Midwich Elementary. That is where we can find our way to go down the sewers and to the lake. Near Lakeside. That is where Cheryl may be in all of this. So let's save. We save, boom. And yeah, let's try and head back. All the way back there, which is a long trip back. Also, banger tunes coming in again. The dogs that were here are gone. And our path has been changed. And it almost seems like the town is forcing us to go this way. Yep, the banger tunes are back. It's such a cool theme, dude. Again, the audio design, I will be glazing it throughout, but... Also, Chad, do you remember that centipede insect thing that we were fighting in the town center? Remember when I said try and remember that? Well, that is that. That is that. It's a massive moth. Dude, I don't like its wings. I don't like its wings. I don't like its wings. This thing is terrifying. Its wings are scary, and the fact that they're massive too makes it worse. Okay, we're gonna use the rifle. Okay? We're gonna rifle him. Or her. Oh! But yeah, this theme is sick. This is a very cool theme. Just let it I'll let it try and escalate a bit, because it goes hard. It goes hard. Let's go to the top. Always the damn moths. I know, right? It's just a massive moth. In fact, let's use the gun. I have a lot of shells on my gun, right? Yeah, I'm chilling with the gun. Wait, I didn't change it. Ouch. honestly looking at Harry. I don't even want to look at this creature. It's the wings. Fuck. Oh my god, the wings, the wings, the wings, the wings, the wings, the wings. Oh, you missed. Ow. Ow. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna go to the shotgun. Never mind. This thing's gotta go. Harry, aim. No, Harry, aim. Oh my god. Also, there's a trick for this fight. There is a trick for this fight. If you spam shoot the moth, you're actually wasting ammo, because after the initial hit, if you fire a gun at it again straight after, it actually doesn't take damage from it. It's immune. This thing is sneaky. Ouch. Which you can see why I'm like... Oh my god. Oh my god, this guy. Oh my god, the eyes. I mean the moth. I mean the wings. Okay, but moth down. Moth is down. Let's frickin' go. GG's. The moth is down. Right. And now we're back to Fog World. Back in the foggy town now. So, that's a very cool little thing, a sequence there, where we're in the other world of the Silent Hill, like actually like outside Otherworld. You get to see how the town looks like in the Otherworld version. Very eerie, very creepy. But yeah. We can now go this way. And again, what we need to do is, I don't think it'll let us go to the next page, okay it won't, but we need to go back to where we first started. We need to go back near Midwich, because Lisa said we can go through the sewers to the lakeside, which is where Cheryl may be. So let's go there. We're going all the way back. Oh wait, hold on, is there ammo I can collect? I swear there is. Is it on the other side? No, okay, never mind. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Also, just to let you guys know, I'd say we're probably like 60% or, yeah, 60% done with the game. 55-60% done with Silent Hill 1. So we're over the halfway mark. This part of the playthrough has definitely, you know, given us a lot of new information, new characters. A lot of stuff has been revealed. A lot of sus things happening. A lot of, you know, things to think about. Also, it's very nice. The game saves us traveling all the way back here. They just teleport us back here, so it's always very convenient. I believe you can still explore the town a bit, but yeah. Saves time. Such a big game? Yes. And it makes sense that it's a big game, because there's a lot to it. It's locked. Damn. The lock is worn out. I may be able to break it if I hit it hard. But yeah, definitely I feel like tomorrow's stream, when we stream this tomorrow, we will be able to finish this. So, yeah. Okay, so we need to break this. You know what, let's use the knife. We haven't used the knife yet. If you ever want to break a lock, chat, it seems like using a knife works. Just use a knife. Responsibly. Actually, I seriously don't see how a knife would break a chain. Actually, now that I think about it, how would a knife just break a chain like that? Those gotta be some really worn out chains. I mean, he did say it was worn out, so yeah. Okay. Are we ready for sewers? Here we go. I'm just trying to think where we could possibly end. I think once we get to the next save point, I may end there for you guys, for the stream. And then we'll leave the rest for tomorrow. But we're in the sewers now. The Silent Hill sewers. This place is very creepy as well. And also, we're gonna see a new monster type. Lizards! Oh shoot, I am cornered. Yep. Reptiles are real in Silent Hill, chat. Oh my god. Oh shoot. Hold on. Let me see if I could try and kill one and show you guys it. Oh my god. Actually, you know what? I could use my melee weapon. What the flip? Right. I don't remember what the name is for this creature, but I always think of reptiles, because they're green. But, yeah. There's these things. They exist, and they're in the sewers. This is their domain. I'm actually gonna try and speedrun the sewers, because I do want to end. My head is starting to hurt a bit, and again, I haven't had food since a long time ago, so I need to eat dinner. I think what we'll do is we'll finish the sewer area, which probably just gonna speedrun. I'm probably just gonna speedrun the sewers area. But yeah. Would you go through the sewers just to try and find your missing loved one? Would you do that? Would you guys be that committed to go through a creepy sewer area just to get closer to your loved one or your child? Harry is. Harry will stop at nothing to get his daughter back. He's that determined. And honestly, W for him, because he really has been through a lot, hasn't he? You know, he's had to go through these nightmare worlds now. But he still, you know, with how much he's had to go through, when he still speaks, you know, he still seems very sane. You know, you kind of still see that vibe. Even after all that's happened, he still feels very sane and not, like, losing it, you know. That just goes to show how, like, you know, how, like, you know, determined he feels. You know, he feels he can do this, that he needs to find his daughter, and that's the only thing that matters to him. Oh my god. Move. Thank you. Yeah, these lizard creatures can hang onto the ceiling and can attack you sometimes. Okay. I mean, let's be real, if we had to go through these nightmares, how sane would we come out? I think I'd lose it, to be honest. Is there anything this way? Oh my god. Any supplies? Okay, yes. I really would like to stock up on supplies. Fuck. Bugs. Okay. Speedrun. Speedrun, speedrun, speedrun. Again. Creepy ambience, creepy audio. Creepy everything. And then you hear these like random groans. Oh my god, that was loud. Hold on. This way? Oh yeah, that's the way that's locked, okay. I had asked me to call, so I'm gonna head out for today. Thank you for everything today. I really enjoyed the show. No worries. I hope you enjoyed the Silent Hill. Thank you so much for coming by. Have a great rest of your day. Tell Lollies I said hi. Tell Lala I said hi. But yeah, thank you for stopping by today. Thank you so much for the tip earlier too. That really means a lot. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing that on the stream. That's it. I mean, it means more to me than you think. Oh, well, I'm glad to help out. You deserve it. It really is good. And good luck with the drawing. I'll definitely want to see updates. Let's get this stuff. Oh shit. Oh shit. Lizards! Wait, I need a key, don't I? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. No! Heal. Right. The way on the back, so we're close to the exit, but the way is locked, so we need a key. And the key is this way. So... comically far away from everything. You'll see why. Oh, listen to that audio. It's like a kill sound, doesn't it? There is a sewer exit key in the water. Take it. So that's what we need to get out of here. Easy peasy, right? Oh shit, it's an ambush! Ah! Yeah, I'm out of it. Goodbye. Literally, no one can catch me. I'm just that fast. I am Sonic. I am speed. You know? These reptiles won't get me. I'm just better. I am just better. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. That is so loud. That is like... that's jump scare material, actually. Okay, take me out. Okay. There's our save. Let's get the hell out. And we're out. So that was like a pretty quick area. Not too much going on. But yeah. And now we are once again on a different part of the town. This is a different part of the town now that we've made ourselves to. Again, it's dark again. Like nighttime. But yeah. I honestly also think that this is a very good stopping point for today. But yeah, we're gonna stop it here for today, guys. But yeah, thank you guys for coming by today. It really means a lot. If you guys have been enjoying the Silent Hill playthrough, story playthrough, most definitely tomorrow we will be able to finish this. We will be able to finish this tomorrow. So really looking forward to that.